Hello everyone. So the next method in your uh, gradient based category is bisection method. All right. Before that we did Newton-Raphson method. So in this we are going to study about the bisection method. Right. Now if we compare your bisection method to Newton-Raphson method, we'll observe that in your bisection method we do not require the second derivative, right? In the Newton-Raphson method we did require the second derivative to find out the next point, right? So this is not required. The second derivative is not required in the bisection method, and this method is quite simple and very much similar to the region elimination method. All right. So basically, we find out the point, and based just like region elimination method, we eliminate a certain region based upon the value that we have. Right. So the function value and the sign of first derivative at 2 point is used to eliminate certain portion of such method. Right. So based upon the function value and the sign of the of the first derivative, sorry, uh, the function value and the sign of the first derivative based upon these, the a point or a region is eliminated. Okay, so let us see the algorithm of your bisection method. So in the step one, we have to choose 2 point A and B, right? And then we have to see that the first derivative of point A should be less than 0 and the first derivative of point B should be greater than 0. We have to choose the smallest number in order to terminate our these iterations, and based if our x1 equal to a, the initial point a satisfies this condition that the first derivative of this point is less than 0, then we'll set x1 equal to a, and if the first derivative of the point b satisfies that this is greater than 0, then we'll set x2 equal to b. After this, we will find out the point in between these ranges, that is z equal to x1 plus x2, and we'll find out the first derivative of point z. Now in this step 3, we will see if this first derivative is less than or equal to the minimum value that we have taken. If this is the case, then we will terminate. If this is not the case, then we will see that this first derivative is less than 0, greater than 0. Okay, so if it is less than 0, then what we will do is we will terminate the value of a and take x1 equal to z. If our f dash z value is greater than 0, then we will leave out the value of b that we assumed initially, and we'll take x2, the value, to be z, and we will continue till we have reached the smallest point. All right, so let us do a numerical to understand this bisection method. All right, so let us do the solution. Okay, let us do the solution. So we'll start with the iteration 1. We'll start with the iteration first. We'll start with the iteration number 1. So let's see what does the iteration number 1 says. That first of all we have to choose 2 point A and B. In the question itself we have been given range 2 comma 5, so we can take this as A and this as B, but we have to see first of all that our first derivative of f dash A is less than 0 or not, and f dash B is greater than 0 or not. So let us uh, first of all find out if this is true or not. So our fx is equals to x square plus 54 by x, right? So the first derivative will be, first derivative d by dx of x square will be 2x. For 54 by x, the d by dx of 54 by x, we know denominator d by dx of numerator minus numerator d by dx of denominator divided by denominator square, right? So this is the formula. Solving it, the f dash x will be 2x, this will be 0, 2x minus 54 dy dx of x will be 1, right? So 2x minus 54 divided by x square, right? So this is the f dash x value. Okay, we're going to use this again and again, so let's name it equation number 1. All right, so first of all we'll put the value. So f dash of a, that is 2, f dash of 2 will be 2 into 2 minus 54 by 2 square, right? So this will be minus 9.5. Okay, this will be minus 9.5. Likewise, your b value, that is 5. So f dash of 5 will be equal to 2 into 5, right? Minus 54 divided by 5 square. On solving it, we'll observe that your f dash 5 value will be 7.840. Now, I think this is satisfying that our f dash a is less than 0, right? Your f dash 2 is less than 0, so this is okay. Our f dash b should be greater than 0, right? So our f dash of 5 is greater than 0, right? So it's all okay, right? We can take this, right? We have been already been given the smallest number to be 10 to the power minus 3, so we'll take that only, right? So we have, since these are satisfying, so our x1 will be a and x2 will be b, right? So our x1 will be a is 2, x2 will be b is 5, right? So we have completed our step 1. We have completed our step 1, right? Now let's do step 2. Let's do step 2 and see. Your step 2 says that we have to find out the value of z, that is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, and then we have to find out the first derivative of the value z. All right, so in this case your z will be your x1 and x2, in this case is 2 plus 5 by 2. On solving it, this will be 3.5. So we have to find f dash of 3.5, right? Putting the values of in the equation number 1, right? In the equation number 1, so this will be 2 into 3.5 minus 54 divided by 3.5 square, right? So solve it and see what is the value. So on solving it, you will observe the value is 2.592. Again, I am hoping your calculator is fixed to 3 decimal places, right? If not, fix it to 3 decimal places, okay, so that we can have homogeneity in our answer. So your average 3.5 is 2.592. So this completes our step number 2, right? So now we are going to proceed to step number 3, and in this step number 3 we will see if this is less than our smallest number or not, right? First of all, let's see this. So we'll proceed to step number 3. In this step number 3, our mod of f dash, right? Don't forget that this is mod, because any negative value inside mod will be positive, right? So this will be equal to 2.592. It is not less than 10 to the power minus 3, so we cannot terminate, right? Next thing is we have to see if our f dash f dash z is less than 0 or greater than 0, right? And we'll see that our 2.592, our f our f dash 3.5 f dash 3.5, which is equals to 2.592, it is greater than 0, right? It is greater than 0. So if this is greater than 0, then we will take our b point, that is x2 equal to z, right? So basically what we are doing, that our first point was 2, the range was 2 comma 5, right? In between we are chosen the mid value, that is 2.592, right? Since your f dash of 3.5, oh sorry, the value was 3.5, sorry, The midpoint was 3.5. The midpoint was 3.5, right? And here we will see that since our f dash of 3.5 is 2.592, which is greater than 0, so what we'll do, we will reject this region. We will reject this region, and we will set x2 equal to 3.5. We will set x2 equal to 3.5, right? We have rejected this region and we have set x2 equal to 3.5. So our new region is the new range. The new range is 2 comma 3.5, right? This is our new range, 2 comma 3.5, right? And then we'll move back to step number 2, right? So let's move on to step number 2, right? We are going to proceed in our iteration number 2, right? We are going to do iteration number 2. We are going to do iteration number 2, right? And in the iteration number 2, we have to move back to step 2, right? And as we have seen, your step 2 is to find out the midpoint of this range, z equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, and then we have to find f dash z, right? So let's find out z is equals to x1 plus x2, right? In the previous step, we have defined our new x1 and x2. So this will be 2 comma 3.5. So this is 2 plus 3.5 divided by 2. So this value will come out to be, this value will come out to be 2.750. This value will come out to be 2.750. Next thing we have to do, we have to also find out the f dash z, right? So let's find out f dash z. That is, we are going to put the value of 2.750 in equation number 1. In equation number 1. Okay. So let's put it. 2.750, 2 into, right? 2 into 2. Let me write it down clearly. 2 into 2.750 minus 54 divided by 2.750 square, right? So your f dash z, the value will be minus 1.640, right? So we have completed our step 2. We had completed our step 2. Let's see if this value is less than or equal to the smallest number. So we will move to step 3, and like I said, it is in the mod, right? The value is in mod, right? So mod of the value minus 1.640, anything inside mod is always positive. So 1.640 is not less than 10 to the power minus 3. So we cannot terminate the program. The next thing is to see if our f dash z value is greater than 0 or less than 0. Here we will see that since the value is minus 1.640, it is less than 0, right? So f dash z value, which is equals to minus 1.640, is less than 0. So if this is less than 0, so we will set the new point x1 equal to z, right? So this means that our region was 2 comma 3.5, and the midpoint was 2.750. So since now we are going to set new x1 point, this means we are going to reject this region, right? We are going to reject this region. We have set the new x1 point. So new range, the new range will be equal to 2.750 comma 3.5, 2.750 comma 3.5, right? So this finishes our iteration number 2. Let's move to iteration number 3, right? We are going for iteration number 3, and again in iteration number 3, basically we have to move back to step number 2. That is, we have to find out the z value and f dash z value. Let's do that. So we are going to find we are going to step 2, right? So z value, what was the new range? What was the new range? 2.750 comma 3.5. 2.750 plus 3.5 divided by 2, so this will be equal to how much? 3.125. All right, solve it as we move along, right? I hope you are solving as we move along, right? Once you have understood the iteration process, hold back, pause the video, and then proceed in solving the next iteration by yourself and see if you have done correctly or not, right? So that you can understand the mistake that you are doing. Otherwise, like I said over and over again, blatantly watching this video will not serve its purpose. So here your f dash z is 0.720. All right, so your f dash z value is 0.720. So we have completed our step 2. Now let's move to step 3. First of all, we will see the mod of f dash z, which is equals to mod of 0.720, which is positive value, and this value is not less than 10 to the power minus 3, so we cannot terminate. Now let's check if our f dash z value, which is equal to 0.720, is greater than 0 or less than 0. It is greater than 0. Yes, this is greater than 0. So if this is greater than 0, so which area we will eliminate? So if this is the region, our point is 2.750, 3.5, and the midpoint is 3.125, right? Now since it is greater than 0, so which region we will eliminate? Basically we are going to set new x2 point, right? So we are going to eliminate this region, right? We are going to eliminate this region, right? As in the question, in the algorithm, if f dash z is greater than 0, we will set the new x2 point. We have eliminated this region, so we have set the new x2 point. This is x1 point, this is x2 point, right? So the new range is equals to 2.750 comma 3.125. All right, so now we are again going back to step number 2, right? So that is iteration number 4, right? Your iteration number 4. All right, your iteration number 4. Okay, we are going to iteration number 4. So yes, step 2 again, just for the reference purposes, step 2 is finding out the z and the f dash z. Z is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2. Our x1 point from the previous thing 2.750 and 3.125, right? 2.750 plus 3.125 divided by 2. So this comes out to be how much? 2.938. Okay, we have to find f dash z. 2 into 2.938 minus 54 divided by 2.938 square. We have done nothing. Put the value of z in the equation number 1, right? So your f dash z, solve it and see what is the value of f dash z. You will observe that it is minus 0.383, right? We have completed our step 2. Let's move to step 3. Our step 3 is, what is our step 3? Our step 3 is, first of all, to see if our f dash z, which is equal to mod of minus 0.383, so after mod this value becomes positive 0.383, is it less than the 10 to the power minus 3 or greater than the 10 to the power minus 3? It is not less than 10 to the power minus 3. Since it is not less than 10 to the power minus 3, we are going to repeat this iteration, right? So before that, let's see if our f dash z is greater than 0 or less than 0. It is less than 0. It is less than 0, 0. So this is, so which region are we going to eliminate? So our region was 2.750, 3.125, 2.938, right? 2.938. So since this is less than 0, which area will we will eliminate? We will eliminate this region, that is, we have chosen our new x1 point. We have chosen our new x1 point. So our new range will be 2.938 comma 3.125. Okay, 2.938 comma 3.125. Right. Again, repeating step number 2, we are on iteration number 5. All right, we are on iteration number 5. Right, we are on iteration number 5. All right, we are in iteration number 5. Again, what was the step? We have to move to step number 2. So in this step number 2, we have to find out the midpoint from the new range, that is 2.938 and 3.125. 2.938 plus 3.125 divided by 2. Solving it, it will be 3.032. Then what we have to do? We have to find out f dash of z, putting the value of this 3.032 in equation number 1 discussed in this step 1. So we'll just put the values 2 into 3.032 minus of 54 divided by 3.032 whole square. All right. Upon solving, you will observe the value to be 0.187, right? 0.187. Right, so we have completed our step 2. In this step 3, what we are going to do step 3? First of all, f dash z, right? Mod of f dash z, which is equal to 0.187. We'll see if it is less than 10 to the power minus 3 or not, and we can very easily see that it is not less than 10 to the power minus 3, so we cannot terminate the iteration. But we'll see if our f dash z is greater than 0 or less than 0. It is greater than 0. So again, since it is greater than 0, our first point was 2.938, is for 3.125, and the midpoint was 3.032. Since our f dash z is greater than 0, so which region are we going to eliminate? It is greater than 0. So which region are we going to eliminate? Basically, we are going to find out the new x2 point, right? This is our new x2 point, so we don't need this region. So we do not need this region. All right. So our new range will be equal to 2.938 comma 3.032. 2.938 comma 3.032. This is our new range. Again, let's move to iteration number 6. All right, we are going to do iteration number 6. Okay, we are going to do iteration number 6, right? And in the iteration number 6, I hope by this time you are very well accustomed to this step, right? Very short method, right? And very easy method, but requires a lot of iterations depending on the question. So the new range is 2.938 and 3.032. Just put the values. 2.938 plus 3.032 divided by 2. So this z, this is equal to z. So your z will be equals to 2.98. How much? 5. 2.985. What is the next step? Finding out f dash z, which is equals to 2 into 2.985 minus 54 divided by 2.985 whole square. F dash z is equals to, what is the value? The value is 0.090. All right. Okay. 0.090. Okay. So we'll go for step 3, and in this step 3, mod of f dash z, right, which is equals to mod of minus 0.090, which is equal to 0.090, and this value, as we can see, is not less than 10 to the power minus 3. It is not less than 10 to the power minus 3, so we cannot terminate the iteration. So what we are going to do, we're going to see if our f dash z is it greater than 0 or less than 0. Of course, we can see it is less than 0. Again, the range was 2.938, 3.032, and the midpoint was 2.985, right? 2.985. Since it is less than 0, so what we are going to do when it is less than 0, basically we are going to find the new x1 point. When we are going to find out the new x1 point, we do not need the old x1 point, right? So we are going to ignore this region. We are going to reject this region. So our new range, will be equal to 2.985, 3.032, right? This is our new range. Again, moving to iteration number 7, right? We are moving to iteration number 7, right? We are moving to iteration number 7. All right, we are moving to iteration number 7, and I am almost out of colors. Right, we are moving to iteration number 7, right? So step 2 is to find out the z value, which is equal to 2.985 plus 3.032 divided by 2. So your z value will be 3.009, right? So your f dash z will be equal to 2 into 3.009 minus 54 divided by 3.009 whole square. On solving, you will observe your f dash z value to be 0.051. We have completed our step 2. Let's go for step 3. In this step 3, we observe that our f dash z value in mods, never forget mod, right, is less than 10 to the power minus 3 or not. It is again not less than 10 to the power minus 3. So we cannot reject this, we cannot terminate this iteration, right? The next thing is we have to check if our f dash z value is greater than 0 or less than 0. Of course, greater than 0, 0.051. So I hope by this point you are very well, it is very well clear to you which point to reject, right? Which point to reject, which point will be rejecting. Since this is greater than 0, so this means we are going to find out a new x2 point. This is our x1, this is our x2, right? New x2 basically. So we do not need the old x2 point, right? We are going to reject this region, right? We are going to reject this region. So our new range will be 2.985, 3.009. All right. Okay, so we are going to do iteration number 8, right? We are going to do iteration number 8. Okay, we're going to do iteration number 8. Iteration number 8, step 2, right? I hope by this you are very well known like how to do this optimization using bisection method, right? This is our iteration number 8. So following it with the value of z will be 2.997, right? So your f dash z will be equals to, I'm just directly writing the values, right? 0.018. All right, so your step 3, mod of f dash z, f dash z. So this is equal to minus 0.018. So after mod, this value becomes positive and hence cannot be less than 10 to the power minus 3. Let's check your f dash z. Your f dash z is greater than 0, less than 0, less than 0, right? So if this is the case, 2.985, 3.009, the midpoint was 2.997. Which region should we reject? Which region should we reject? Since our f dash z is less than 0, we are going to find out the new x1 point, and if this is our new x1 point, we do not need this, right? So our new range will be equal to 2.997 comma 3.009. This is our new range. Let's do iteration number 9, right? Let's do iteration number 9. Okay, we are going to do iteration number 9. We are going to do iteration number 9. We are going to do step number 2, z equal to z1 plus z2 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, sorry. So this is new range 2.997 and 3.009. 2.997 plus 3.009 divided by 2. So z is 3.003. So your f dash z value, if you put the values in the equation number 1, the value will come out to 0.018. So we are going to do step number 3, and in this step number 3, first of all, we will see if our f dash z in mod, which is equals to 0.018, is less than 10 to the power minus 3 or not, right? And we can see it is not less than 10 to the power minus 3. So we are going to see f dash z equals to is it equal to, like, is it greater than 0 or less than 0, right? Is it greater than 0 or less than 0, right? And we can see it is greater than 0, right? It is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, 2.997, 3.009, midpoint is 3.003. So which region to eliminate? We are going to eliminate this region, right? We are going to eliminate this region, and our new range will be equal to 2.997 comma 3.003. This is our new range, right? Since it is still not less than 0, then we are going to again repeat the iteration, right? We are again going to repeat the iteration, and let's take another color, right? We are out of colors also, right? So let's do iteration number 10. Iteration number 10. Okay, let's go to step 2, and in this step 2, z is equals to 2.997 plus 3.003 divided by 2. So this value comes out to be 3. This value comes out to be 3. And if you put f dash z, find out the first derivative of f dash z equal to 3, you will observe that this value is 0, right? This value is 0. So we'll go to step 3. Okay, we'll go to step 3. Let me just, this is the first step 2. So we'll go to step 3 and mod of f dash z, which is equals to 0. Is it less than 10 to the power minus 3 or greater than 10 to the power minus 3? It is less. Here it is less than 10 to the power minus 3, right? It is less than 10 to the power minus 3. So we will, what we'll do? What we'll do? We will terminate the iteration. We will terminate the iteration, and we will say that z equal to 3 will minimize the function. It will minimize the function. Okay, so this is how you proceed this bisection method. Okay, I hope this method is clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can always ask in the comment section. All right. And in the exams, definitely there is no time to go till 10 iteration, right? So in the question, it will be given that you have to proceed till how many iterations, right? And if it is not given, then you can stop at least after three iterations, right? You can stop after three iteration, and then you can write that following the iterations over and over again, or continuing the iteration till the point we find out the minimum of the function, right? Some statement like this, you can write down and move on to next question. All right. So this was your method. If you have any doubt, you can always ask in the comment section. Okay. Thank you.